Imagine these 5 cards with the 5 pieces of Exodia.
That's unrealistic. But crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, you do need a magnifying glass.
Oh, they're so hard to read. I'm like, how the hell is this even a thing?
That's why it's 6+.
Yes. And, 50 minus.
Yes.
Because you can't fucking read it. You need to... I haven't got bifocals in these glasses yet, dude. I think I need them.
Yeah, last time I got my eyes checked, it was like, the guy was like, oh, you're close to bifocal time. And I was like, take that back.
You take that back. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, the last 2 times I was like, oh, you're close to bifocal time. I'm just going to put a little extra power in the bottom here.
Yeah.
Just a little extra power.
I don't think I need bifocals. I can see like this fine, so...
I can as well.
Well, without glasses, I can't see anything. Let me see here. At what point, how close do I have to be to read this? Okay, I can read it from this distance. But it's blurry as fuck.
It's always blurry. Hey, Colton.
Colteen!
We're just going over about how much of an old men we are.
All MFs, like my foreskin, had to cut y'all off to get the cheese. Oh my god. Nice.
Classic helixes coming in, dropping bombs, dropping truths.
Exactly.
Yes, it is Monday.
It is. Who said that?
What
the fuck? It's Monday.
Pixacat is a time warp right now.
Yep. Pixacat. Is pizza just the way pizza is pronounced, like in people that speak like Spanish or Latin style languages? Because I saw a TikTok of a girl speaking in Spanish and she was saying Spanish stuff and then she said pizza and then she said something again in Spanish and then she said pizza and then it was like ha 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 ha. So I was like, oh, is that just how it's pronounced? We just call it pizza? But pizza or pizza? I'm talking about people that speak Spanish. No, you're not the only one, because
the only one.
This other girl said it.
Ah, Mastre.
Mastre.
Mastere.
Yep.
C'est un mastere. Magnifique.
Anyways, it stood out to me because she was talking in Spanish. I speak Spanish? I know. Yes. I know. But then she said pizza. She clearly wants to be me. Oh, shit. I better slide in her DMs then.
Ooh. Hell yeah, dude. Slide right in.
Yeah. But yeah, she said pizza and then she said like something. It made it like sound she was doing a correction and then she said pizza and then laughed. So I was like, oh. Clearly.
There can only be one Pixacat.
Exactly. You've been listening to Tiny too much. Oh my god, that's Tiny's whole shtick now. He's one talking about Highlander.
Yeah.
There can be only one and
there can be
whatnot.
only one. TBG.
Only one MILF? No, there can be infinite MILFs.
Infinimilf.
Yeah, Infinimilf. That's the name of a superhero, Infinimilf.
Infinimilf?
Yeah, just like one MILF that's can split into a million different ones. Yeah. Pretty good. I got my phone on the mute.
Hell yeah.
There can be only one MILF. Oh. Matador I'd like to fuck.
Do you say that right now? Is he old enough yet?
No. I think Fiorina gets a rerun tomorrow, Curb. Yeah, I know. I gotta get Fiorina. Yeah, I gotta get her.
Gotta get them all Fiorina.
Yeah. Fiorina is like built to buff up New Valette.
Sure, those are words.
Genshin Impact.
I figured as much.
I'm gonna get her too.
Yeah, get her.
Yep.
Get her good.
Exactly. So.
Get her 3 times.
You gotta get her like 6 times.
Oh, 6 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's the way the game works. To get max power, you need to get them like 6 times.
Max power.
Yeah.
Take it to the max. Max
Which
power.
would cost a lot of money. A lot of monies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Max steel. The tank is here as well.
I think C1 is just fine. I mean, I'm going to have C0 probably, so.
Can't see.
I like how the emotes don't animate for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah, they don't animate in the combined chat.
No.
I mean, we probably don't even need to watch the combined chat, because ain't nobody watching us on
the YouTube?
The YouTubes.
That's crazy. That's your default Twitch link.
I know. It went to oh god.
Stream? No, the.
There we are. Yeah, I know. It's just, I went to Kierland one day, and then it's just been going to Kierland the entire time now.
Exactly. Mona isn't doing me good, so I need another good hydro for Hyperbloom. Exactly. Hassan banned from Twitch. Yeah. He was banned because he said that if people were actually upset about Medicare fraud, they would want to end the life of someone from one of the senators or something.
One of the senators?
Because he's like one of the main dudes. He's like the governor of Florida or whatever. Huh. He's one of the main guys that screwed over Medicare. So they banned him. Yeah, Florida. Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, what just happened? I guess because it's a new message. It was like, oh, this is a moderator you're looking at here.
But why?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
I know.
Never seen that before.
No. Oh, you've never seen the square around the moderator?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, why is none of those ones up top?
I don't know, because this is all old.
At least, I don't think Pixacat sent this either. I'll send you a snap of this, because I've never, ever seen this before, ever, in my life.
Highlighted chats. Moderator always highlighted.
Never, ever seen this. Ever. And I look at popped out stream chat when I do it. I've never seen that, ever. Oh, are you using something like...
Let's pop it. It's on. Oh, there it is.
It's an option? Oh, I definitely don't have that turned on then.
Options. Get your options.
I figured out a stream, but I can't stream myself making music because it just shows me a bunch of errors and fucks the audio up so much.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think you probably need a little bit of a different setup to do that.
Probably. You need the double PC setup.
Well, I think it's more that he's doing it off his Mac,
which
is not really built for that sort of thing. The programs are not really Macified.
Old Macify. You just need to get your old laptop you can use.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you're not really playing. If you're just encoding frames, it should be fine.
Yeah, but then you'd have to have something to send the whatever over to the other laptop.
Oh, yeah.
So you need an Elgato.
Just a headphone splitter.
Oh, just the audio?
Yeah.
Well, what is he going to just have? A video of him and nothing else?
Yeah, just a camera pointed at the screen.
Ghetto.
Super ghetto. See people do it like that, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Ghetto style. You still follow Yandor, and he gets 11 viewers now, eh?
Oh, yeah, Yandor, man.
Wow.
11 viewers.
He's a partner, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know. Is he?
Wasn't he partnered during the Marbles on Stream era? I guess not.
Yeah, no. 37,000.
He has 100 subs. Oh, maybe that's just a running count. I think that's just a running count.
Sub goal?
Yeah.
I think, isn't sub goal monthly?
No, it's till you get that point.
Yeah.
Chat is hidden.
Yeah, it's popped out.
Oh. I didn't have a cam when I started. You had a $25 capture card. I didn't ever see you stream with no cam. It was cam day one when I started watching you.
Day one cam.
Yep.
What is happening on this stream?
He's not even here. Enjoy some classics until I return.
Oh.
So he's not even actually here. AFK streamer, report him.
Yeah, this person's just backing up.
It's like he's playing Wizardry.
Turning and backing up.
That's not even Wizardry.
Yeah. Oh, it is actually a thing. Yeah. And Fate.
Mm-hmm.
J3.
Mm-hmm.
And Iron Maiden. I don't know who that is. I don't know who these people are. I don't even know Quaddy.
Mm-hmm.
Insane Delilah. Multi-Audacity.
Niffer for the win. Isn't she from one viewer? She's from like Vernon?
Yeah.
Something.
Used to be from Vernon.
Oh,
now he's in like Fort Max something.
Oh my god.
I moved? Quaddy, did you move? There he is. Quads.
Nope. And had a cheap ass mic.
Cheap ass. Hell yeah.
Nope. I remember you were on cam the first time I came into the stream.
Yep, me too. Spider Cam?
That was back in the day when she's playing Grounded and she put on like a safari hat when it was safari time and stuff like that.
Yeah. Back in the effort days.
Yep. Exactly.
Mr. Stew? Mirror's Edge?
Oh my god. Playing with a controller, it looks like.
Let's watch us instead.
Wow.
Watch us watch other people.
Even the alphabet says, I comes before you. Jesus Christ. It was an Explorer? Oh, it wasn't Safari. My apologies.
An Explorer hat? What kind of Explorer hat?
A pith helmet? No.
Oh, yes. Everyone looks
No,
great
it was
in
like
this
a Australian Outback hat.
I still don't know what that is.
Like Steve Irwin would wear it.
Oh. Yeah. Like a... What do they call it? What do they call it?
A bucket hat? Not really.
Australian Outback hat.
There's a famous brand that's made in Canada. I have one, but I can't think of. Grounded is basically Australia? Yeah, I guess so. Especially when you get in the sandbox. Oh, good eye, Mike.
Wombat.
Australia copied Grounded. Oh, good eye, Mike.
Hat, leather, Australian, oiled. Indiana Jones, fedora, S. Brown.
No. This is refreshing.
A refreshing caffeinated beverage? Everyone loves a good refreshing caffeinated beverage.
Mm-hmm. Can't get enough, baby.
I just can't get enough.
10 calories.
Wow.
I pumped it up. Used to be 0, I think.
Got some other schmoo in there to give you a few more calories.
Wowee.
Yeah, right?
That's a big one.
It's almost like I've been here since 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning, eh?
Yep.
Okay. So you just left your other job and came here?
Yeah, I literally just left. I was like, I'm going. See ya.
You didn't have any other work to do there?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, there you go.
My entire crew is with the other side now, so I have no crew, no project, and that's it.
So, like, what are they... what are you supposed to do?
I don't know. Go home and burn it. Go there and burn a day up.
So you got paid for that today?
No, I was like, I'm just gonna go.
Oh.
I'll just take a day off here.
Couldn't you just, like, pretend to do stuff at the desk?
Yes.
Oh, yeah? That's boring as fuck.
That's so boring.
I hate that.
There's only so much pretending to do stuff at the desk.
No.
I was like, oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, how many times can I scroll up?
You know what you need to do is get into... Do you use Outlook at work on your desktop?
Yes.
There's an RSS reader in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just subscribe to all sorts of Reddits, and it'll look like you're reading emails all day.
Oh.
Because you can add it to...
Okay.
You pretend so hard you actually start to work. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you can subscribe to RSS feeds in there and then just scroll through Reddit.
I'm logged into everything, so
Okay.
I just fire up my POS system and start doing inventory.
How do you do
Adding
remotely inventory?
That's just because it's all online. Well, I don't do the inventory, but I add new stuff that we're bringing into inventory.
I see.
Do pricing, stuff like that.
I see. Yeah.
And then I, boss key it whenever the boss comes around.
Like Alt-Tab?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how Alt-Tab works?
No.
Good lord. Should we start this up?
Oh, we've already started.
Oh, we already started it?
We've literally already started.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
So,
Welcome to StreamVoid
welcome in.
Podcast, episode 195.
Yes, we've already started. You've already heard us up to this point.
You've already heard us up to this point. I'm MikeyT33. Next to me is
Blah, 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 blah.
KurbStomped.
Hi.
You can find us everywhere in our respective
Hi,
markers.
hi.
And you are listening to a podcast. This is life about, this is a life about shows and video games and everything in
A
between.
life about shows.
It's a life about shows.
I just noticed the stapler.
I put that there so long ago.
Yeah, I know.
The old swing line. Red
It's a
swing
beauty.
line.
If I was trying to staple like more than 10 pages with that, I feel it would break.
That's a swing line, man. Come on.
Yeah, but it's plastic swing line.
No, it's fully metal.
No way. This shell is plastic.
The shell is plastic, perhaps, but the insides are metal.
Yeah, that's true. The reason you were talking about work and alt tabbing today at work, like my good friend we had like the main dude that used to run our like POS system. He retired, but he still does like stuff.
Yeah.
And he was in the office today, working on the computer system because we had like lots of trouble getting. Basically, we're having a lot of trouble with our company because of my good friend. She's like burnt the bridges so bad by just being rude to them. Basically, they don't want to even work with her.
Oh,
so he was in here working on it. But we have another guy who does he does the POS stuff. We have another guy that does the tech stuff. So and he'll be like, we're going to set up like the what do you call it? We're going to set up the like remote or new tech and stuff like that. We're going to. He does it, right? So if there's a new computers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he was talking to her about whatever. And I think part of the problem is like she's way too buddy with them. So now they like gab all the time. And rather than like being like, this is what we need to do. And then they'll be done in 20 minutes. Like it's like 3 hours of them just talking about whatever. So anyways, he was like, there's these 3 pictures that you need to save and send them to me. Whatever, I don't care what order they're saved. Just send them to me so I can deal with the thing. So she's like, okay, do you want them JPEG or PNG? Whatever, Can't make her decision on her own. She's like, I don't care. And then she's working away a little bit longer. She's like, oh, which one is the paste? Like, it's not Control C, is it? And I'm just sitting there like, I wasn't even really working in the office today. I just was in there. And I'm just like, oh my God. So when you said alt tab, I was like, she doesn't even know what alt tab is. Well, she might now when I showed her.
Holy.
But she did not know what it was. So yeah, and I'm just like, she doesn't know the difference between Control C, Control V, Control X, like any of that shit. Mm-hmm. Good gravy. That's like I keep in the POS system. I can't use Control C or Control V on any of the fields.
Really?
I'm like, why is this disabled? Why doesn't it work? And she said, well, sometimes there was errors when things were copied in there and pasted, so we wanted to make it so you have to type it in or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but I can still right click and choose paste, which is what I do. It's just slower for me. She's like, well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're not supposed to do that. And I just was like, well, I'm going to continue to do it. So
yeah,
because it's like a waste of time for me to type out every fucking thing when I can just duplicate it. I don't know. Sometimes she's just... Obviously, again, she shouldn't be in charge of the computers. So,
man, I go onto our distributor's website. I copy the entire field for the description. Yeah. I place it in the numbers, the UBCs, everything. Just paste.
Yeah. She does do some things where it's like, oh, she did a thing there. Like she'll use like Excel to like change a lot of things in the system and re-import and stuff like that. So that's kind of good. But yeah, she's also fucked it up a big time too. So. She'll do things like, I'm going to clear out some unused UPCs, like, because our database has like literally like 200,000 UPCs in it. It's crazy, right? She's like, oh, it's too big. We're going to clear some out. I'll be like, okay, well, make sure we're not using them.
Screw it up.
And then she'll be like, okay, cleared it out. And immediately just all these messages from the stores like, this doesn't scan anymore. This doesn't scan anymore. What's going on? This doesn't scan anymore. I don't know what it's worth. It doesn't scan.
It doesn't scan. I don't know what
and
to do.
And she's just deleted all these. So rather than looking and saying, oh, we have stock of this, she's just like, oh, we haven't sold that in, X amount of months. Delete it.
It's dusty stock. Delete it. Delete
it. Like, oh my God. So anyways.
That's wild.
But I was in the warehouse today and then we got a message. Oh God. It's the way these companies fuck, dude. Seriously. We got an email from UPS saying like, oh, we have a shipment of yours that we're missing information for clearing it. I was like, UPS? We don't clear with UPS. Like, what the hell? And by clearing it, what that means is like when we bring it into Canada, we have to make sure we're paying like duties and all that stuff. And the companies do that for us so we don't have to do it, right? You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
The listeners might not know what we're talking about.
They probably don't.
So we don't want to do that. So
with all the tariff talk lately, everyone should be kind of educated, right?
Yeah, for sure.
On how things work.
Well, I mean, a lot of the things though is like, it won't even matter because like I'll get all these things from America, but they're not actually made in America.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh yeah, this is just warehoused in America, but it was all made in like the Dominican Republic or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got an email like, oh, you're missing information. So I'm like, okay. And then like, they want me to look at it because I made the order. So I'm like, okay, weird. So I get onto the UPS thing and it's just like, oh, you're missing information about, I assumed it was going to be the country of origin because they always need to know that, right? And it's just like, we want to know about who's going to clear it. So there's a thing you can type in your clearing company, and I type in the one we use. It doesn't come up. It's not on the list, right?
It's not on the list.
So then I'm like, well, what about our alternate one? Because if I don't, the way with UPS is if you don't like take care of it immediately, they'll just send it back.
Yep.
So you have to take care of it like immediately, right? And so I'm like, well, I don't see the one we normally use, but the other one we use is there. Mm-hmm. So I talked to not my good friend, the owner's wife. I'm like, well, what should we do? Like, should I just put in the other one? Mm-hmm. It actually comes up because I can't put in my own information. I can only have their like approved ones in there, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, I mean, the only thing I can do is this other one. And we're like, oh, okay, well, we'll do it, whatever. So then I put it in and it's like, hey, do you want us to compare rates with them? So I was like, well, all they're asking is to compare rates. Like, why did they need me to do this? So I'm like, yeah, okay, compare rates. And I send it off. They're like, okay, we got the information. I'm like, that's it? That's all they want? So whatever. No big deal. And I was like, yeah, nice stapler, I know.
It's a very good stapler.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, I send it off. And then like literally 30 minutes later, we get an email from the freight forwarder or like clear guy that we wanted to use saying like, okay, we're going to clear these two, but the address is different than the billing one. Like we want to make sure it's okay. So then I was like, what the fuck? What is going on here? So I'm like, okay, well, what's the problem with the address? And it's because like they put the billing to the office, but it's being delivered to another store.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, why didn't they email us like literally like 30 minutes earlier? Then I wouldn't have had to do this stuff with UPS. So anyways, we're like trying to figure out what we want to do with it. I'm like, well, I mean, I guess they have the paperwork. They can clear it.
Yeah.
Because they, to clear it, they have to be sent the information about country of origin and stuff like that. So obviously they have it if they're going to attempt to clear it. So it's like, well, why did it say this other company on the like invoice? Anyways, then it was a whole thing where it's like, I think what happened was the vendor I bought from typed on it, clear it by this company, but he sent it to the company we wanted.
Yeah.
Fuck. The guy that runs this company's an idiot. So that's part of the problem. So, yeah. Anyways, just a pain in the ass.
Yeah. No kidding.
Especially since I'm trying to work in the warehouse and then they're like, can you take care of this? I'm like, I have another thing I'm trying to do today. But yeah. Okay. Whatever.
All right. Hang on. I gotta lock. I don't think I locked the Jeep doors.
Oh shit. Okay. Mikey T's got to go lock up the truck because he's thinks he left it unlocked. So go rob it real quick. Atomic, how are you? Hope everything is well in the atomic land. That's my staple. You can't have it. I paid for it with my own money. Is that from Office Space? Definitely sounds like it. Sure? So you're not sure if it is or not? Excuse me. He calls his truck a ute? I don't think he said ute. I think he said Jeep. We're not in Australia. We don't call them utes. Maybe he did, but I don't think so. I'll have to ask him when he comes back. I think he said Jeep. But I don't know. We'll see. He's back. Did you call it a ute?
A ute?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you did call it a ute?
No.
No, you didn't call it a ute.
No, I called it a Jeep.
That's what I thought. He's like, Tank's like, he calls his truck a ute? And I'm like, well, we're not in Australia, so no. That's what they call them in Australia.
A ute? Yeah.
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 Because, do you know why?
No.
Short for utility vehicle.
Oh, a ute.
A ute.
You're right.
There's a great song by The Chats called The Clap.
Oh, The Clap.
Yeah, it's about him getting the clap.
From the ute?
He pulled a root in the back of a ute. He was cautious, double wrapped, but he still got the clap.
Oh, the clap.
Yeah.
It's because
he's got the clap. He's got the clap. So good. The chats are so good, man. Love the chats.
Wild.
Yep.
It's wild time.
So my boss was on vacation for a month in Hawaii.
Yep.
And so when I come into the office, his wife was like, "Oh, we got you a gift."
Ooh.
It's like, "Oh, thank you." It's on the desk, right? So I go over and there's like a box of chocolates.
Nice.
Like, whatever, macadamia or whatever. And then underneath it is like the Girls of Hawaii calendar. And they're wearing like these tiny ass bikinis. And I was like, "Oh, what is this?" She's like, "We got you a calendar." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. Can I hang it in here?" She's like, "Oh, yeah." So I was like, "Okay, crazy." So I'm going to hang this like Girls of Hawaii with teeny bikinis on the office wall. So pretty funny. And I was like, did my boss choose this? You know, like, did your husband choose this? She kind of laughed and she's like, we were in the gift shop and I was like, "I remember last time I bought you a calendar and I couldn't find it. So I was like, I gotta buy this for you." And he just like rolled his eyes.
That's
so I was
great.
like, okay, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to hang that up when I'm in the office. I think I don't know if my good friend saw it or whatever, but when I came back after, like, cause I was in and out, someone had put the chocolates on top of the calendar. Cause I hadn't hung it up yet. So anyways, they were like, after I did this thing, I'm like, "Oh, these idiots that were dealing with the UPS, whatever." And she's like, "Hey, you should have a candy or a chocolate to tide you over before you go back in the warehouse." And I was like, "I'll take a quick look at my calendar."
Just a quick sneak peek.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, it was
short call to HR later.
I mean, HR is not in the office. So,
there you go.
Yeah. The other ladies at the store is the HR, and I've always said I'm going to report her to HR. And she's like, "Denied." But I briefly talked to the owner today, and I was like, "Hey, you're welcome back. How was the vacation?" She's like, "Oh, good, you know, but I did a lot of, you know, it wasn't really a vacation. It was like a working vacation because there was like so many deals, so many deals we had to do." And, I was like, "Oh, they know that you're on vacation and, they know you're in a good mood. So they hit you up when you're on vacation." She's like, "Oh yeah, maybe." Okay. Should we listen to this? Can we hear this on the pod or no?
No.
Okay. Mikey's going to take a listen and see if he said the ute. He's going to have to tell me what he says here. Did you say ute?
It was, the filter was cutting it out, so it made it sound like I said ute for sure.
Oh, okay. And that's only on the stream, not on the recording.
Yeah, it might be on the recording. Because I was over there when I said it.
Oh, so it wasn't picking it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So according to the stream.
Okay.
I definitely said ute.
Okay. He did not say ute. I guarantee it. So, sorry.
I guarantee.
But yeah, that was like the day back to work today. Lots of dirty work.
Nice.
You know, putting away all this salvage shit as usual.
Very good.
Yeah. And then last week, it was the same.
It's the same thing.
Putting away shit every day and like getting dirty as fuck and whatever. So yeah, it's getting busier again though. Like it took me almost all day to pick the stuff. So
that's good. It's good to be busy at work.
Well, it's good because then I'm busy, but like when I'm not picking all day, then I can like tidy up and put other things away and make space. Now it's just like, oh well, fuck, I don't have time to do that. So anyways, thankfully I didn't have to sort out all the chemicals that the other guy had to do.
Oh.
So I didn't tell you about this.
What kind of chemicals? What are we talking about? Cleaning chemicals.
Cleaning chemicals.
Oh, cleaning chemicals.
But like,
okay.
So last week we were told like, oh, we're going to get 12 skids of cleaning supplies, right? Mm-hmm. So the truck shows up and literally every skid they're just bottles on the skid. This high. Like literally just bottles. So each skid has like 30 bottles on it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I hope we didn't pay for shipping on this because each skid will cost like $100.
Yeah.
And there's like 30 bottles on the skid. So anyways. And then, like, the other guy, he was moving around with the forklift, and he was, like, moving them too fast, the forklift, and one bottle would, like, explode off of it and go everywhere. And then one would fall off, and he wouldn't see it, and he'd drive over it. So there's just explosion of these cleaning supplies everywhere. So they were all fucked up. So that's what he was doing today is he was sorting them out. And like, you know, if the partial bottle was like whatever, he was like combining them to make one bottle. And he's like pouring them on his hand and shit. He's like, oh, my hand is burning. And then he's like, I don't feel so good. He's like inhaling the fumes all day. And he's like reading me. He's like, it says like, it's bad to get this on your skin and inhale the fumes and get it in the fumes in your eyes. And he's just like leaning over. I'm like,
well, it's highly concentrated, man.
So I'm like, why don't you roll it out? Why don't you roll it outside so at least there's a breeze blowing when you're working? He's like, yeah, good idea. Burning. So that's what he was doing all day today. Just ridiculous. But thankfully I didn't have to do that. So
any of those industrial, was it just regular cleaner or like
no, it was like commercial cleaner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was like 10 skids of it.
You have to dilute that stuff so much, so no wonder he's burning inside.
Yeah, 10 skids, 300 bottles. So stupid, dude. Yeah. Oh my God. Ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I was just like, we better not have paid for shipping on this because otherwise we're getting massively fucked.
Yes.
So
100%.
I don't know where they came from, but it was the stupidest shit I ever saw.
Wild.
Yeah. It was literally one skid's worth of product on like 10 skids. So anyways.
What kind of bottles? What kind of cleaner?
I mean, different. Well, there was like soaps and whatever. I don't know. I didn't look at it.
For some thing to clean the goo off my floors.
I mean, they'll be. I'll probably be picking them in the next day or two. So if I see any floor cleaner, I'll let you know.
Let me know. Some Murphy's oil soap, as it were.
No, it's not like that. It's like it'll be like peroxide floor cleaner or something like that. Well, whatever, you know, it'll be like it won't have a brand name, or the brand name will be DTE Industrial Floor Cleaner.
DTE.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing. Oh, we had my little staff party.
Yes.
Which was lame as fuck. It was on the same day as like the anti-bullying day. Where you're supposed to wear a pink shirt. Yep.
So everyone was in pink?
No one was. Oh. Well, no, I wasn't. The other girls were, and they were like on the Friday before or whatever it was. I don't even want it. Or maybe it was the day before. I don't know. They're like, what size of shirt do you wear? And I'm like, why? They're like, oh, it's anti-bullying day. We're going to get you a pink shirt take a picture. And I was like, no, thank you. And they were like, what? And I was like, no, I'm good. And they're like, well, you don't want to be in the picture? I'm like, well, why start now? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I've never been in a picture before. Like, I've never been in one of these like group pictures for like anti-bullying day or whatever. And they were like, what? I'm like, yeah, I've never been in one. So
go back through the catalog. Never there.
I'm just like, no, I don't need to be in it. That's fine. We're not going to. And she's like, well, you're a part of the office. I'm like, okay. That doesn't mean I have to have a picture taken of me. So anyways, eventually, like later, they're like, oh, there isn't even a shirt for you anyways. So I'm like, okay, fine. Save me out. Though I did take a picture with the stupid staff party where we were like, because like, there's a difference. The anti-bullying one, what I used to say in the store was they'd be like, hey, we'll get in this picture. I'd be like, no, I'm already too famous. Thank you. Because they'll like put it on Facebook and all that shit. Yeah. And then my mom or something will comment like, oh, there's my boy. So I'm like, no, I don't need to be in that. But then they were taking one to send to the owner's wife on vacation. Yeah. It was a little Hawaiian vacation day or whatever. So they made the other woman, the owner's wife's sister, made these little like decorative glasses you hold over your eyes that have like pineapple fronds or whatever on them. And then we had lei that we were wearing. So I was like, okay, I'll take a picture with this and you can send it out. But that was it. And then we had lunch. They ordered like chopped leaf. And that was it. I was like, you asked me for songs to put in your playlist. They just listened to the radio all day. So I was like, what was even the point of this? I mean, I got free lunch, but it was just like,
that's all you needed.
Whatever. Oh, but I did make them laugh. And like, they took a really funny picture because they wanted to do a picture for anti-bullying day because they were wearing the pink shirts. So I'm like, okay, let me get you lined up here. And I took her phone and I was like, okay, say hairy nipples. And I took a picture. They both were like, like just shocked that I said this to them. So then they looked at the picture and they both were laughing so hysterically because they both looked so shocked at this picture.
You destroyed their sensibilities.
And I was like, I've said much worse things than that in the office. So I don't know what the hell that really got. They just, I guess, weren't expecting it. So. Yeah.
It's like you never expect the hairy nipples, right?
No, exactly. Oh, I was like, what am I going to say cheese? Like, it's not going to get a reaction.
No.
So, hairy nipples. But yeah, it was pretty lame. And I had a nice chopped leaf shrimp Caesar salad wrap.
Nice.
Delicious.
You had one of those today,
I had one of those before the podcast.
Yes.
Delicious.
Very.
And yeah, that was pretty much it for work. What about you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was work.
Was there?
No,
just a lot of sitting around.
Just a lot of sitting around, scrolling.
So what do they say? Like, we don't have anything for you to do now. Just keep the seat warm.
Well, no,
they don't even say that.
They don't even say that. I just keep the seat warm. That's it's part of my thing. You know, sometimes there's an hour worth of work to do,
but they don't care that you're just keeping a seat warm.
Don't know.
Oh, I mean, I guess if they don't like it, they'll eventually tell you.
Eventually, yeah.
I mean, it's nice that they're letting you still get paid for not doing anything, but like, fucking so boring.
So boring.
I hate that.
Oh, it's the worst.
I hate that.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah.
I duck out like a couple hours early every day.
Yeah. I'd rather go home and not get paid than just to sit around and do jack shit.
They tell you the manager was checking out my timesheet because I was like, I'm going home early today. I'm
only
going to take a half day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was like checking it out.
Oh,
like,
make sure you punched out.
I punched out.
Oh, yeah. You did mention this, I think. Because you were like, maybe I should take a look at yours.
Oh, yeah. I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
worked 2 hours, put in full 8.
Oh, yeah. Did you report that up the chain?
No, because he didn't do anything. He didn't report anything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just going to take 8s all week then, even if I go home early.
Yeah, may as well. What's the worst that's going to happen? They'll claw it back next pay period?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. Just say don't do it again?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of are at the point where it's like, fuck it, I can just go work in my real passion job.
Yeah. Exactly.
You don't get paid as much, but you have to eat more beans, I guess. Less DoorDash.
I already eat a lot of beans.
Less DoorDash?
Company pays for DoorDash.
Really?
Which company?
That's what this company?
Yeah, that's what I get paid in is DoorDash right now.
Wow. Crazy.
So every time, I get home and then I leave and then I just get here for 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I guess I'll get DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
For dinner.
Yeah,
I got to stream tonight after all and be entertaining and talk about Magic cards.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Which is not easy.
Yeah, fucking boring. No, just kidding.
Well, it's like, if I don't have a co-caster or chat is active, then it's like...
You should get me in here one time. You can explain it to me.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Explain it wrong and be like, oh, that's not it. How's this happening? What?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we could. Totally could.
I'll try it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like that.
No, it's so boring.
So boring.
So I don't even know what I did. I'm sure I did an iota of work at some point.
So, like, before, when I was in the other office, if I was alone, I could, like, waste time and, like, whatever, look at TikToks or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not as easy in the new place because there's lots of people coming in and out of the office, but generally I can hear them coming. Yeah. But even then, if I was on my phone, I'm like replying to a text or something like that. Yeah, I do use it for work. So, but you can only scroll so long on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Or like Reddit,
Yeah. I need to get some like bud headphones so I can like actually listen to stuff.
The Toque is great for that because they can't tell they're in. Not that it matters if they're in or not because whatever.
Well, I gotta take these back.
Oh, yeah.
Put them on and then I can listen to stuff.
Yeah. Well, things. Mine, I usually just have one in.
Yeah.
Because I do kind of need to hear when they're talking to me, which is not that often, but...
well, with these, there's nothing in. It's just sitting on your dome.
Yeah,
for sure. Which is great. They're the bone conductors.
Yeah, so... But yeah, I just usually have the one in, and then I'll be listening to, like, people get arrested on YouTube in one ear,
You are under arrest.
It's usually drunk drivers getting arrested for being just 4 times over the blood alcohol level and stuff like that. So... Yeah, anyways. Sucks, but, I mean...
it pays the bills for now.
Yeah.
And, even though it's stupidly boring right now. I mean, we're transitioning over to doing things. I got, like, 5 sites left to do for my project.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all kind of just sitting in limbo right now, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's like, Christ. It's awful, but, it pays the bills.
Yeah.
Like, I can work on some stuff for here, there.
Yeah.
Secretively. because I'm logged into everything and it's all just cloud based. So, sometimes I bust that out, do that a bit. And
even at a distance, though, you wouldn't be able to tell if it's work or not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's just looks like a spreadsheet anyways.
It literally is just a spreadsheet.
So, yeah. Anyways, that's all right, though.
Yeah, that was the regular work. And then.
Mm-hmm. Anything exciting at the old hub?
What happened here over the last week?
Yeah.
I mean, Thursday, pretty busy doing the modern format casting, which actually went pretty long. I was like, oh, we're doing 5 rounds on a Thursday night? I don't want to do 5 rounds of casting.
Well, you don't have to do 5 rounds.
No, I only did 3, and then I let the stream play itself.
Yeah.
For the 4th round. And then everyone was like, no, we're not doing 5 rounds. I was like, oh god, that's good. So I didn't get out of here till like 10. Oh, yeah. 10 was
what a beautiful time.
It was a beautiful time. It was that was kind of when like the 3rd round ended, was that every round went to time. I was like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
Why is every round going to time right now? This is awful.
No kidding.
So, for those who don't know, when you play Magic, it's best 2 out of 3, and the matches are 50 minutes long.
50?
50 minutes long. And going to time means you go to 50 minutes, and then you're in what we like to call turns. So when the 50 minutes is called, the guy who is currently their turn, that's turn 0, and then you get 5 more turns. So that goes to the opponent, turn 1, back to you, turn 2, back to turn 3. And those can go for a while, because they're trying to eke out a win in 5 turns.
Yeah. There's no time limit or anything?
No, once that happens, there's no time limit, but, you can get pinned for slow play. But yeah, there's no time limit.
They can't filibuster?
No.
Oh, damn.
Damn it.
Anyways, that's a bit odd. That once it gets to overtime, it's like, I could take an infinite amount of time.
Yeah.
Seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, so then, I was like, I should just play video games while I'm waiting for, because it's never the head table.
No.
Sometimes it's just random person, random table. Sometimes it's head table, sometimes it's random table, so I'm not casting anything, I'm just sitting here.
Oh, yeah.
Or just wandering around out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should just switch over and stream video games when that happens.
Yeah.
In between rounds.
Play a couple hands of MTG on the old
Arena?
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Or I could do, a couple hands of Balatro.
Or Pokemon TCG.
Yep.
Something
cracks and packs.
Yeah, there you go.
Just do a little rip and ship in between rounds.
There you go. Just buy a cheap case of Fallen Empires. Start ripping.
I got a pack of Fallen Empire somewhere.
Yep.
I don't know where, but it's around here somewhere.
Put it in the trash.
No.
That's where they all belong.
Crack it.
You're not there's nothing of value to be had.
No. No, there isn't.
Yeah.
Friday, stupid busy.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have enough people on, so it was just me and Rip, and then Gitska in the evening. And went late, but I went home early.
Oh, very good.
At 11.
Early in air quotes.
Oh no, never mind. I didn't.
No,
never mind. I'm thinking about another day because we had an RCQ on Saturday,
regional championship qualifier
plus. So
LGBTQ plus.
Yes. Normally it's just 1 seat available for us. So only 1 person gets to go to the regional championships.
Yeah.
But we decided to get a plus. So 4 people got to go to the regional
How do you manage to do that?
We just pay them more money.
You pay what, Magic the Gathering?
No, face-to-face. Face-to-face is in charge of all the those big match tournaments.
Can I ask how much that costs?
That's $200.
For 4?
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool breeze blowing through the bank account.
Yeah. Well, and that comes with, the championship playmat, all the promos, and all that kind of stuff.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did. We had 19 players.
Nice.
And it was neat because Jer, who has been playing competitive Magic since September, took it.
Oh, wow.
Took the whole thing.
Sounds like a classic net deck right there.
No, well, that's the thing. It wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's playing a modified homebrew of a net deck. So it's maybe half of the net deck and then half something else of his own design, which is great. It's wonderful. I'm just like, oh my God, yeah, this is the deck I'm rooting for. This is the guy I'm rooting for. He's the literal underdog of that whole thing. Everyone else in the top 8 was super experienced. Go to RCQs all the time. Go to RCs all the time. It's holy man. And there's a little Jer. He just takes it.
Sponsored by the Game Hub?
Sponsored by the Game Hub.
Wow, we need to get him a jersey?
Yeah, could.
Not one of these anime shirts.
No, not one of the anime shirts.
That's a little too dorky. If you're at a Magic tournament.
Yeah.
Repping the Game Hub. Needs an actual jersey.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We could totally do that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
The other store had an RCQ Plus as well on that same day.
Uh-huh.
I think they had 4 people.
Yikes. Well, everyone qualified.
Everyone qualified, except you're not allowed to run the tournament with 4 people. You have to have 8.
What a pickle.
But I think they all qualified anyway.
That's weird. They just fibbed it up.
I think they fibbed it up.
Reported.
I'm
turning them in right now.
I'm not entirely sure what they did.
Contacting the nerd police.
So anyway, my Friday night was long because I was trying to get the place ready for having a bunch of people, especially from out of town, coming in.
Right.
There were only 3 people from out of town, so it was fine. Yeah, I was trying to get the Warhammer section back together, get some more product up, make it look less cluttered. I did some painting. I did some other things, cleaning.
Very good.
Yeah, and now it looks much better out there, though there are some things I need to still do.
Yep. You got to do the maintenance.
Got to do the maintenance. That's what I'm here for.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it, and it's going to be me.
Yeah. Exactly.
And yeah, regional championship went till I think we were done at like 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
So stuck around. Some people are playing Commander after.
And
then I was like, I'm going home.
See you later, nerds. I'm out of here.
And then
that's cool.
Yeah,
nice.
It was great. And yeah. Then yesterday we went it's warm. It's literally 14 degrees out right now. So it was like the last time to go ice fishing.
Ah, yes.
So I took the wife out to Stump Lake. She just went out on the lake. I stayed in the Jeep.
Nice.
And I played Balatro.
Okay.
And I won a round.
Okay.
Which was great.
Is that tough to do or something?
It's not super tough to do. Maybe. I guess I've only won 2 rounds, so I don't know.
I've never played,
but I've played multiple hands.
Okay.
So I've won on the blue deck and the red deck now.
Ooh.
Right.
Nice.
Right. So, when you do Balatro, there are blinds you have to do. So you do the small blind, the big blind, and the boss blind. And I was playing a deck where I could use, I had 2 fools to start, and more tarot cards would show up in the shop.
Yes.
So I instantly started changing my entire deck to diamonds.
Okay.
So I probably had like 75% of my deck was diamonds, 20% of my deck was hearts, and the rest was the other black cards.
Okay.
Which I managed to whittle down.
I
was like, oh, this is good. We're just doing, and my like flush was at like level 5, so I was, every time I did a flush, just huge money. And then the boss blind came up, and it's like, oh, all your diamonds are debuffed.
Oh.
Which means every time I play them, I don't get additional points. So
that was
I
nice
lost instantly.
Sounds fishy.
It's very fishy. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah.
And the next hand, I just went through and won. Next round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
The only time I ever see anything on that game is on TikTok. Where it'll be some doofus that's playing the game, and then he'll be like, I don't know, somehow be getting his points into like overflow numbers where it'll be like E+, and then like a bunch of like 1,000 numbers or something like that. So I don't know how it works.
Yeah, they're probably doing the infinite endless mode after you beat the game.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like have jokers that just jack the multiplier up like crazy.
These clips I see on TikTok of these streams, it's just like, wow, they don't really say anything.
No.
There's like
no, just watch the number go up.
Yeah, and not even just for Balatro, it'll be other games too. Like people be playing like whatever Apex Legends, well, not Apex Legends, but whatever, and it'll be like they're just showing off them getting a kill or whatever, and they don't say a thing or react or do anything. Like, okay. Boring.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
whatever.
My boy Pain Train posted a new video in the Discord.
I saw,
and I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" And it's just kill clip over music. I'm like, hell yeah,
yeah, old school,
old school kill clip over music.
Yeah,
I'm hyped now.
Let's
put some FPS.
So you fired up the finals?
No, I in fact fired up Tarkov.
Oh fuck.
I got to play a little bit of Tarkov on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
They introduced a new patch to make the AI better.
Okay. Is it too much better?
It's a lot better.
Like, didn't they do that one time where they were just doming you from across the map?
Yeah, now it's back to doming me across the map.
Oh, God.
And it's they've removed winter, so now it is spring, so it's wet, it's raining, the foliage is coming out in a bloom.
Oh, wow, I did not realize.
Lasered across the map from scouts I can't see.
Nice.
Damn it, where are these guys?
Yeah.
So it's just like 3 runs in a row. Just lose my kits all over Shoreline.
Oh, yeah. Sad.
And I'm like, wow, I should probably go a little bit slower now that the scavs have a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
Better noticing of me.
No kidding. That's too bad.
So I just had to grab random junk out of my.
Oh, damn.
Spent 200,000
Root in your
rubles.
tickle trunk.
Spent 200,000 rubles on some new Compact 5s.
Oh.
And head out there.
Damn.
I managed to get the quest done, finally. I'm trying to do that quest, oh god, I can't remember what the heck it's called, but you just have to find like 3 groups of bodies on Shoreline and then extract. I've been trying to do that quest for quite some time.
Oh, yeah?
Because you have to go to like the most highly populated areas, the most chances of boss spawn.
Ah.
And yeah, I got killed by the boss. I got killed by Sanitar a couple times for sure.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
It's the worst.
Yep. You know, we're at war with Russia, by the way.
Yes, they're a English company, actually.
Well, maybe they should drop the rubles and bring in the pounds or something like that.
Oh, there's dollars and euros. So
drop the rubles and stop escaping from Tarkov. Escape from Glastonbury. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's their next game.
Yep.
Escape from Glastonbury.
I think they're English on paper.
They are definitely just English on paper.
Anyways. Did you see Trump and Zelensky? Oh my God.
I heard about Trump and Zelensky.
I don't know. Like, good gravy.
I didn't actually see it. All I heard was how it went. And everyone
Not too good.
Not too good. That's what I heard.
Not too good.
I heard France and someone else was there.
No, this is
to try and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah.
This
Ukraine, you should help them out.
Was JD Vance and Trump in the Oval Office just like trying to dress him down.
Oh yeah, just power tripping him.
Oh my God, and he like did not take any of it from them. So pretty sad state of affairs, I gotta say. But then after that, he went to Europe and all the guys are like, hey, we're your homie. Like he's like shaking hands with Prince Charles and stuff like that. So Trudeau flew over there to like join in on the...
It's like, hey man, sorry about our
friends
neighbors
to the south. Yeah, Trudeau flew over there to join in on them and backing them. So just crazy. It's like, I don't know. I think like the way it's been going is like, there's people that I know that are now like, oh yeah, like, he's not too good, that were like, oh yeah, he's cool. Like Trump, I mean.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of acting like, no, I don't think there's someone I don't want to mention any names, but there's someone who said something who's been like a Trump enjoyer, like since day one, said something. And I was like, whoa, he's turned the page on him. That's crazy. So
yeah, there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, Trump promised us these things and now I don't have a job. Yeah. So
anyways,
to see what happens in the next year.
Yeah.
Because if things are progressing this fast already, and it's just been a month, imagine what the end of the year is going to be like. It's going to be...
Well, a lot of the stuff, like, they'll talk about Trump's doing executive orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's like nothing. An executive order is nothing. Mm-hmm. It's like him signing a letter that says, I want to do this. That's what an executive order is. So, anyways, I like it when I see like JD Vance getting booed when he's driving down the road and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild time for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
No.
Hopefully all the Magic product we wanted to buy this year is already in Canada.
Well, I mean, it's printed in China.
Yes.
So, should be okay.
No, I think it's actually printed in the States.
Well, they'll start printing it in China for Canada. Or start printing it in Canada.
Maybe we'll get him the Japanese printing.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they have a much higher quality printing of the cards in Japan.
Yeah.
Japan.
Don't they have less cards in the packs, too?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think the Magic or Pokemon cards have less cards in the packs.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. My favorite part was when Trump said you wouldn't have lasted, and Zelensky says, yes, 3 days. I heard that from Putin. Exactly. JD Vance in his guy liner. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, let his hair grow, he'll be emo. Yeah, those guys, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they might print it in Japan or whatever. But I'm pretty sure the Pokemon cards, there's like 5 cards in the pack in Japan, or at least it used to be that way. So,
I mean, that's how it is in the app too. It's just 5 cards.
Yeah,
and I often get the same card twice in packs.
Beautiful.
I'm like, oh my god, there's only 5 cards in here. How do I get the same card twice?
Exactly.
Come on now.
I mean, that's the way it used to be when I'd buy hockey cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Open it up and be like, I have the same card twice. Or same thing with the Marvel trading cards back in the day. Did you ever buy those?
No.
Yeah, I'd open it up and be like, God, I got Hawkeye twice. Ah!
I didn't have money for those kinds of frivolous things.
No?
Back in the day. Only hockey cards.
Well, I stopped getting hockey cards and got Marvel cards instead. Okay. I was big time comic nerd back then.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, so, yeah. Are you going to sell HeroClix here?
No.
Oh no? How come?
Do they still make HeroClix?
I don't know.
I think they do, actually. I think I remember seeing something about them in our distributor. No, I don't think there's a huge market for HeroClix right now.
You gotta start the market. Imagine you cornered it.
Get the corner?
Yeah, cornered the HeroClix market. Yeah, so anyways, that was political talk.
Political talk right here.
Yeah, StreamVoid podcast. It's pretty crazy how Trump has been like the biggest, like, you know, sort of like Liberal Party bonus in Canada, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since he started talking shit about the 51st state and all that stuff, it's like, oh, the Liberals, they're gonna get elected back in, basically. They're up in the polls like crazy. It's so
Are they?
Yeah,
oh, that's wild.
Yeah, dude. They're like, oh no, conservatives? I don't know. Canada's not for sale. Did you see Mike Myers on SNL?
No.
He was wearing a shirt that said like Canada's not for sale. It was like the 50th anniversary show.
Yeah.
Canada's not for sale. And then he kept saying elbows up. Like we're going to fight back, you know, like dirty hockey maneuver, like elbow up. So it's a little better than fucking Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Trumping it up.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
Yes.
Like wearing his Make America Great Again hat and like coming out. He came out on the American bench at the recent like hockey with Team Barrett. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he's dual citizen, obviously, but like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing, too, he's Ukrainian. So he's like a pro-Trump Ukrainian Canadian? Like, are you fucking stupid? Oh, my God. Anyways. Just so stupid. But, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm sure he did a fucking boatload of cocaine in the 80s, so.
Probably
scrambled his brains a little bit.
Maybe a little.
He had to have been doing it. He had to have been doing it. Like Grant Fuhr was high in the crease playing hockey, blown out of his mind on cocaine. So you got to know that he was railing a few nose beers before the game.
Oh, probably.
So
that's how you get good. The original performance enhancing drug.
Cocaine?
Yeah.
That was back in the day where, well, like a little earlier than that, dudes would be smoking on the bench. Or like eating a hot dog. It's pretty crazy back in the day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've been watching a lot of actual, like, weird hockey equipment videos how the progression of, like, goalie pads videos and stuff like that.
What about the Cooperalls?
Oh, yeah, the Cooperalls.
Yeah. I love the Cooperalls. For anyone that doesn't know, Cooperalls are like the long hockey pants that people would wear back in like the 80s. And it wasn't even everybody. Like the Whalers, I think, wore them, and the Jets, maybe.
Just 2 teams.
It was like long pants because NHL players would like wear shorts, basically. Yep. And then the bottom half of their leg is like their socks with their guards and everything like that. But yeah, the Cooperalls were like the long, like snow pant style ones that I can't imagine was good to skate in, really. Like even bending it without your knee with the extra fabric.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's probably why everyone kept wearing shorts.
Yeah. I mean, I love the Cooperall look. It's so hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
It's so different.
Oh yeah, big time. Classic hockey maneuvers are so funny. Like seeing like them like beating. Like there's a clip of like I think Ty Domi like climbing over the glass and beating up a guy in the crowd. Like holy dude,
that's wild.
Yeah, man, a lot of classic stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like watching the progression of like the goalie mask.
Yeah, like I just stopped the puck with my bare face.
Yeah.
And then it's like they just start wearing a mask and they were like basically called a pussy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't see wearing that mask. It's like, that's okay. I'll wear the mask.
Yeah. They're usually like the only time anyone would wear any head protection is if they like fractured their jaw and it was healing or something like that.
Well, and even then when it'd be like, we're going to make it mandatory to wear a helmet. And it's like, well,
but there's a grandfather clause.
if you didn't have to wear a helmet, you don't have to wear a helmet. So like there was one, I don't remember who it was, but he was wearing no helmet into like the 90s.
Yeah, yeah. Like the last person to ever not wear a helmet.
Yeah.
I saw
I can't remember his name, but he played forever. And yeah, he was just the only guy on the ice not wearing a helmet. Just crazy. And I think now they're making it, I think you have to wear a visor now.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And I think they're going to move to cages as well. So pretty crazy anyways.
Yeah. I mean, a stick underneath the visor, that's going to wreck anyone's
but I mean,
day.
that doesn't happen that often,
no, it doesn't.
Really. So anyways, they're making it's a little wimpy in the NHL now. They're not allowed to fight really anymore.
Yeah, no bruisers.
Yeah, back in the day. That's why Gretzky could score like 2,000 points is because if anyone like even breathed heavy on him, someone would go over there and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Just good Lord. You didn't want to touch him because you were going to get your fucking face pounded in next shift. So
Messier just come over there.
No, it wasn't Messier. I'm trying to remember who it was. I mean, Messier would hit him, but
oh yeah,
it was I can't remember his name. Anyways, there's a guy that his job was just to like beat people up.
Barely skate, barely shoot, just beat people.
Exactly.
Yeah, back in the day, there's a good. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. Good documentary on the Enforcer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it.
I haven't watched it.
It's really good.
I haven't watched
like the last of the Enforcers.
I haven't watched hockey in so long.
Yeah,
like since like I don't know like probably 2017.
Oh,
like is when we canceled cable.
Yeah,
and then it was just like, well, I'm not watching hockey anymore because I don't have cable.
I'm gonna get a SportsCenter or TSN subscription for here.
Oh yeah,
so
you can throw it up on the internet. Yeah. You got to be careful with that though, because they'll consider it a commercial use, and you're supposed to pay extra.
We're not paying for tables though. There's no.
You
get it for free.
I guess.
Don't pay to sit at the table.
But it's public. It's a public display.
It is a public display.
So, and if someone reports you could get into trouble. I think
that's. We want to how do the pubs do it? Do
they have a special like channel they have to subscribe to if they're doing it by the rules.
Yeah,
that's how you do it. But yeah. Anyways, hockey, Canada.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not for sale.
No, not really.
No.
Yeah, I mean, and then we wouldn't be a state either.
No,
they'd make us a territory or like. Yep. We'd be like Puerto Rico, where it's like, yeah, we're in control of you, but you don't get any benefits of being a part of America, because we would have so many electoral college votes that, there would never be a conservative president ever again in America. Oh, wow. There's a huge no shit comment in the chat from the tank right now. You don't want that. Oh, no shit. No kidding.
So somebody made a post about where are all the truckers now? Like the truck convoy?
Oh, yeah.
All their freedoms from that, from stuff. And I was like, where are you now?
They're still wound up on the COVID.
I guess so.
Yeah.
They didn't get their COVID shots, so now they're all effed up.
Yeah, exactly. They all died. Yeah, if only.
But I think anyone who was in that convoy would be like, "Oh, Trump, yeah, first state, let's go."
Yeah, generally, I think so.
Yeah,
the idiots. Just so stupid.
Yes. So I played things that weren't Tarkov this week as well. Yes,
tell me about it. And Balatro.
Yes, I played a little game called Air Rogue.
Air Rogue?
Yeah, it is a roguelite.
Sounds like a ColecoVision game.
It is a roguelite archery quest thing.
Jesus Christ.
You stand on a platform, you get arrows, and then monsters spawn in from the right on their own little, like, armored platform things, and you just shoot them. And then you get new arrows.
Do you click?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Once. Aim and click.
Okay.
And so
it's not idle.
No, it's not idle.
Okay.
You
sounded idle.
You get arrows. You get wood arrows, thorn arrows, cash arrows, poison arrows, ghost arrows.
Hit me with that cash arrow.
Hell yeah. And each platform that you're shooting at with the monsters have like certain hit point values and penetration values and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you got to try and like pen through their armor so that you can hit them and kill them.
How did you find this game?
I was watching Dangerously Funny, and he was like, check this game out. I'm like, okay, I'll buy that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You were influenced.
I was influenced. In fact, both games I'm going to talk about, I was influenced to buy.
Okay.
So this game is very easy on your first go around. Like an hour, done the entire game. Done the entire run, yeah. There's only 2 maps to do, so it has a map much like Slay the Spire.
Oh, yeah.
Except instead of starting at the bottom, you start at the top and work your way down.
Okay.
And you're defending a little village. And then if you go to like one of the mystery spaces, you go into the village and you get a quest from somebody, and maybe you have to like get some hay, or you have to get a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And the fish or hay spawns into the thing, and you have to shoot it, but it's like bouncing around all funkily.
Okay.
Like, what is
this? Is weird.
It is weird. But I think it's still in beta right now. Because when you get further into the game and you start being able to destroy platforms, they all have physics. So platforms can fall down and hit monsters and do damage to them. But once you get your arrows with enough penetration, it just destroys the entire map, and then it just 1 frame a second.
Oh,
one frame, run frame. And it's like, oh my God, what is happening here? Yes, Rogue.
Not too optimized.
It is definitely not optimized. I mean, it's a fun little game.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It doesn't have any Steam Deck compatibility, so it's like I have to use the trackpad as a mouse to do the shooting.
Ew, gross.
And then it's like I click with my thumb on the trackpad to do the shooting, but then it's like it moves ever so slightly and then destroys my aim. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Gross.
But they give you relics like candy, which makes it even easier. And then, it's just...
Oh, like how you would in Slay the Spire?
Yeah, whereas in Slay the Spire, after a boss, you get a relic. Whereas this like, there's a relic space, I'm just going to go there and get a relic.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, just kidding, it's a mimic.
Oh, you wiener.
No, a mimic. Not a mimic. They're so easy to kill, too. It's ridiculous. So I'm on like difficulty 4 now, 3 or 4, and I finally died.
Oh, wow, okay.
I finally died. Because they load you up, like with some games, like, here you get 1 poison, or you get 1 poison, or 2 poison here. Whereas in there, it's like, here's 10 poison, here's 20 poison, here's 30 poison. Like, holy crap!
Ramps up.
It does ramp up
a
lot. It's just a fun little time waster, I think, and it's very satisfying when you go down to 1 frame a second and everything's exploding everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, in my first run, I beat like 4 challenges and unlocked 4 characters.
Oh, kind of like Vampire Survivors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the other characters because I think I don't know if it's, everything kind of seems samey. Like nothing seems like they're really interesting to play. It's like, here's
kind of like Vampire Survivors.
Kind of like Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
But not as satisfying as Vampire Survivors.
No.
And then the other game I played is called Emberheart?
Emberheart.
It is also a roguelike. Big surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I also found it from Dangerously Funny.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a roguelike tower defense with Tetris pieces.
Tetris pieces?
Yeah, so to build, you get a deck with cards that have Tetris pieces on, or like, equivalent Tetris pieces. Not the same, because you get like pluses and like single things. And like big L's.
It's like Rampart.
Yeah, like Rampart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was thinking that. Yeah, it is like Rampart. And then you build those to build your maze to prevent the monsters from getting to you.
Oh,
so you first start.
Interesting.
Yeah. You start with a character who's just like a basic character. I don't have any idea what they do, what their skill is. It might just be nothing.
Yeah.
And then you pick your starting kit, which is going to be like your I think there's 8 to 10 block cards and then 3 towers.
Okay.
And then you go from there. You just go and you can. There's spaces on the map where you can build a platform on that space and it gives your tower a boost. And then sometimes you can modify your cards to have tower boosts already on them. And it's just a simple tower defense like that.
Yeah.
It's very, very satisfying. The way you can only upgrade your towers once when they're on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do the rest of the upgrades just, done through relics. Like maybe you'll get an arcane tower where you get a relic where your arcane towers do like 100% more damage.
So you use the Tetris pieces to build your maze?
Yeah.
Oh.
Use the Tetris pieces to build your maze. Sometimes there's pre-built stuff on there, and then you modify from there. But there's a lot of times where there are, 4 to 5 monster spawners on different sections of the map. And then they light up like, hey, they're coming from here this time. They're coming from here.
Can you make it so there's no direct path?
No, it always prevents you from doing it. There has to be a direct path to your Ember.
Okay. Ember Hearts.
Your Ember Heart. It's just like a campfire. Yeah, and it's kind of cutesy and fun, but also very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I beat the first map,
mm-hmm.
which is just like a little wooded area, and then there's a boss at the very end who's like a big dragon thing, which you have to kill. It's got like 10,000 hit points. And you're doing 3 at a time with your towers.
Oh my god.
But there are some maps that have like mine carts.
Okay.
And then 3 spots to build towers, like on one minecart. One spot per minecart, 3 minecarts.
Uh-huh. And
that'll just like go around the map and just like shoot monsters.
Oh, that's like in Factorio with your attack trains.
Yes. Yeah, definitely kind of like that.
Nice.
And now I beat the first wooded map, gone to the desert map, and man, I cannot get far in that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like 3 maps in, just destroyed. 2 maps in, destroyed. First map, destroyed. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh wow.
But there's so many cool different little towers. So there's like a D6 tower, whereas as soon as you place it, you roll a D6, and that's how much damage it does.
Oh, so you can get lucky or fucked.
Yeah. And so that you can spend more money to re-roll the tower.
Oh god. Can you keep at least your old roll if you want?
No.
Oh god.
So if you got a 1 on there, you're like, okay, well, anything's better.
Roll, yeah.
But then you're like,
I got 5.
I got 5. Am I going for the 6?
Yeah.
No, you get screwed.
Oh
but
my
one of
god.
the upgrades on that tower is always re-rolls at the start of combat.
Okay.
At the start of the wave.
That could be bad or good. What if you had a 6?
Well, then it's going to re-roll at the end of the wave.
Ugh, not good.
And then there's the D20 tower.
Oh yeah.
Which is kind of the same, but it only does 3 damage, and you roll for how much what the rate of fire is.
Oh yeah.
Which increases it. And then one of your upgrades is, of course, you can do the thing where you re-rolls every turn, or you can add one where it's like, oh, roll an extra D6 and add that to the damage.
Sounds crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
I'm not an tower defense enjoyer.
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they keep adding new towers. I'm like, oh, I've never seen this tower before. Oh, sniper tower? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just a waterfall of poison tower? And you have to like have a block and then another block on the other side to put an archway over and just dumps poison on them.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I've played a few tower defenses, and I mean, they're fine and everything, but not my thing, really.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a big fan.
I like the roguelike sort of style games. But yeah, tower defense, I can take it or leave it.
And this one does the standard, it's a Slay the Spire map, but instead of going up and up, down to up, or up to down, you go left to right.
Oh, it's Monster Train style.
Yeah. The Monster Train. Yeah, Monster Train has a weird map.
Yeah.
I think that's the most unique map.
There's a Monster Train 2 coming.
Oh.
Very shortly.
Is there?
Yeah.
I played a little Monster Train.
Yes, you did.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It gets difficult.
Yeah. I never played it, but that's cool. Well, that's wow, you played games. Crazy.
I played games.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
That is wild.
That's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
I played Vintage Story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I found copper.
Very nice.
I made a copper
Tell me
pick.
more. Tell me more.
I made a copper pick. I made a copper hammer, saw, axe, scythe.
Ooh.
Actually, I found the copper scythe. I didn't make it. Yeah. Building, chopping down trees, slow progression.
Yep.
Classic vintage story style,
yes.
you know? They added new mobs, though, that are just like more nightmarish than the other ones. Like, the other ones are just like, you know, just a brown guy coming after you, throw a rock at you or whatever. Well, they're just like brown looking monsters.
Humanoids?
Yeah.
Humanoid
and they'll throw a rock
at
you or whatever. But now there's like ones that have like, they look like they're spiders and like, wow, there was a spider one before, but these are ones that are more spider-like, fast moving. Then there's like this one with all these tentacle or like, I guess not tentacles, but like, I don't know what you would call them, spikes growing out of them that like come out of their backs.
Mm-hmm. Little hooked curved spikes.
Yeah, they're just like, and they're tall as fuck, and it's just like, oh my God, get me out of here.
That's dangerous.
And then they like revamped the wolf model, so now it has yellow eyes, and when it's chasing you with its yellow eyes, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But yeah, it's still vintage story.
Yeah,
and
cool.
They've changed up things. Like before, if you skinned an animal, it's just like, the skin lasts forever until you can cure it. Now it's like, it spoils in 5 days. It's like, fuck. What do I got to do with it?
Tan it.
Well, I can't because I don't have any limestone or anything. I can't even make a barrel. But then I was streaming it and a guy was like, just rub fat on it. And I was like, you can do that? So they added a thing where you can just oil the thing and then you can cure it by laying it on the ground.
Oh, interesting. So
there's a bunch of things. And then they'd be like, why don't you use a bone for a handle on your knife? And I was like, you can do that? Like, when did they add that? So you make a bone-handled knife and it lasts longer and does more damage.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty interesting. Pretty good. But it's still vintage story. It's the usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on Game Pass, they have, like, rewards.
Yep.
You have to do certain things to get your rewards.
Yes, of course.
And one of them is, like, if you, in a month, you play, like, 6 different Game Pass games for 15 minutes, you get, like, whatever, 300 points or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's one that you can play. If you play a Game Pass game every day, you get, like, whatever it is, 20 points or whatever. I don't know what it is. So every day I've been playing a little game called Callisto Protocol for 15 minutes.
Callisto Protocol, yes.
So I'm still doing that one.
Nice.
I'm almost through beating New Game Plus.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm near the end right now.
15 minutes at a time?
Maybe a little more some days. Maybe a little more.
Yeah, okay.
But I've kind of figured out the game now, so it's not as bad as it was, but it's still not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy to like not get hit in that game. Just dodge, dodge. You know, it's impossible not to dodge, and then you just hit them with your beater stick and shoot them a couple times. And then the First Descendant.
Yes.
Gotta do the dailies.
Of course.
Season 2, Part 2 is coming out next week, I think. So I finally wrapped up everything today. I had to do, so they have the battle pass, but then they have like another line of free cosmetics, but you have to do challenges that give you these challenge coins. And some of them are easy. It'll be like, do 50,000 damage in these type of missions, and I'll do one shot and I'll complete it. Because I do like $500,000 or 500,000 damage with one shot.
Yeah.
And another one will be like, kill 300 guys in this type of mission, and be like, oh my god, 300 guys. And you need like each thing takes like a certain amount of coins between 11 and 44. So you need to get like, I don't know, 400 coins, let's say, to, maybe that's a little high, but the last item I took today took 44 coins, and each challenge gives you 7 coins. So I was at like 21. So I was like, while I was waiting for you, I was like, let me find 4 easy ones to do or whatever. So I hammered those out, finished it off, and got this cosmetic that I'm probably never going to use because it's like a hairdo for Glay, and it doesn't look that good. So, because I'm wearing a vampire look on Glay, so I don't need it. But season 2. So they decide. I don't know. Did I talk about this already? They decided they're not going to do season 3 next week.
Oh no!
It's season 2, part 2, because season 3, when it comes out, is going to be a bigger change and a bigger update.
Yeah.
And they figured there's a lot of stuff in season 2. This, like, what they did is basically they renamed season 3 to season 2, part 2. And then when season 3 comes out, it's going to be an even bigger change and update. So they wanted to do it this way. So it's going to be interesting. It's basically like season 3, just name change only, because it has the same things: new Descendant, new Ultimate Descendant, new story missions for the character, new gun, blah, 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 all that shit. I'm excited for it.
Very
I think
good.
they're only, I don't know, I thought they said they're adding 2 new descendants every season, but it looks, all I've seen is the new female one so far.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are calling her like, she's like someone from Overwatch. She like flies around and she looks like an angel.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. So she's going to be like flying around somehow.
Like an angel.
I don't know.
Shooting missiles.
Her name is Serena. Oh, she's a fire descendant. So it'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. And then did I play anything else? I played a little more Satisfactory.
I saw.
Yeah, I streamed it.
I didn't see you stream it, but I saw you were playing it in my thing.
I did that just to mess about. I was playing on the desert, and I, was building things.
Yes, of course, as you do.
Yeah, they changed the map around a bit, so it's stuff where you're used to finding it isn't there anymore, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And did I play anything else? I don't think I played anything else.
So I forgot to mention.
Oh yeah,
that I played Core Keeper.
Oh wow!
Over my vacation.
Wow.
I was like, I'm gonna get Beyond the Wall.
Okay.
Let's see what's Beyond the Wall.
Did you?
Yes.
The ice wall?
Well, the wall that's around the inner side.
So you went to the edge of the flat Earth?
I went to the edge of the flat Earth,
yep.
And I broke through the wall.
Wow.
So I remember playing it with you
yep.
and Nacho and whoever else we were Heck.
Yep.
And it was difficult, like when we played it.
Yeah, well, it was like very, not very many options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it
you
was
would like
kind of almost like early access.
Yeah. Pick your class and get a boost and all that kind of stuff. Well, now you don't pick your class. You just get everything. You just start doing things.
I think I was a fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Which was like a waste of time because.
Yeah.
I don't think the fisherman boost was worth it.
No, I don't.
I started with a fishing rod. I think that's what fishermen did. You start with a fishing rod,
and I think
it's like you can build one immediately.
Yeah, and you get a quick little boost to your fishing,
something like that.
Yeah, same with miner. You get a quick little boost to your mining.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all gone now.
Oh, yeah.
You just go.
Yeah,
and it was so easy to get through all the initial bosses. I didn't die once.
Oh yeah. I remember wild. We would be fighting the one that was like going in a circle.
Yeah.
And
well, we didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know how to stop that. That bug until like the end when we stopped playing.
Yeah.
And then we did defeat it eventually, and then went into like the one cave thing that we couldn't get through. It was too difficult. But yeah, it was just so easy with just me.
Yeah.
Maybe like the difficulty scales with the amount of people you're in there with.
I don't know.
But I just like breezed through it.
Yeah, I think it's just they just made the early game easier.
Yeah.
Just for progression, so.
And then I was like, Slime Crown, what is this?
Oh, yeah.
Why is there a Slime Crown? And then I go and I'm like, oh, it's King Slime from Terraria.
Oh, really?
King Slime from Terraria.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds like a crossover that would make sense for sure. Yeah.
Because it was like where you fight the lava slime.
Yeah.
Or like just the main red slime, whatever.
Yeah.
Like as your first boss, you could go back there and summon the King Slime from Terraria.
Oh yeah.
You get a couple of.
So
you get like the one relic that makes slimes like you.
Oh yeah. They put something from the side view block game into the top view block game.
Yeah. Yeah. And then after I had beaten the last boss there, I went back, put all the relics in the thing, got them all to light up, got the other device, poked the wall with it, and the wall disappeared, right?
Yeah.
So the wall disappearing, there's 4 zones of various hardness through the wall.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, let's go to this zone. Dead instantly.
Oh, yeah. It's like Mega Man. You went to the wrong one.
And then I'm like, okay, well, let's go see if the other areas are easier. Nope, even harder.
Oh, wow.
And then I figured out okay, well, this zone is actually the zone I got mucked in. That was the zone I was supposed to go into.
Oh my gosh.
So the difficulty ramped way up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I started dying a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I got a cool sniper rifle.
Just what you needed.
Just what I needed, a cool sniper rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I haven't played it since I think I played it a little bit afterwards, but not really that much.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's playable.
It didn't really grab me when we played it.
No.
I was like, yeah, it's all right. You know, it's fun to play with friends or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the progression and just the way the game is just like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely no Terraria. It wants to be like a top-down Terraria, but it's
definitely
it's
not.
100% not.
Maybe in 10 years' time when they've added 10 years worth of updates, it'll be like Terraria.
yeah, right.
Comparing to Terraria is a pretty like high bar.
Well, when you set out to do a game like that, you're inspired by Terraria.
Did you play Terraria at the beginning?
Yes.
Was it not quite like it is now?
It definitely isn't as it is now. But also back then, I had no idea what the frig I was doing.
So what you should do is fire up Steam and download an old version of Terraria.
Yeah.
Because I think they have, you can do that with Steam, right? You can play the old versions. Yeah, you should like go and fire up like 1.0 or something like that. That would be very interesting for you just to see like, holy, this is what I was playing back in the day. Because you might have your mind blown. I don't know. I don't even know how to actually do it.
I think you have to do it through command prompt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Anyways, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it, but I'd have to do some investigating and see. Anyways,
yeah, that would be interesting to go,
or even just go
like
watch
1.1.
Watch an old YouTube video of it, like early access days of Terraria. What was it like? You know. My first experience with Terraria was like on the Xbox 360, so it was not too good.
No.
Not too good, I must say.
I wonder when this is coming. The Terraria board game.
I mean, it takes a long time to print those fuckers up.
It sure does.
That's got to be a huge-ass game, dude.
We did back the Kickstarter, so...
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I'm sure it'll come out eventually.
Yes.
It's just going to take a long-ass time.
Terraria 1.1 is out again.
Yes. It's crazy they're only at 1.1. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to play some more Vintage Story on stream this week.
Very good.
And I don't know. Something else maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We'll see.
I don't know either. I know I'm going to play some Tarkov for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to go and get my kits.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, Niangelo, want to play some Tarkov?
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, sure.
Wowie, Nino.
Never messaged
what a
me
fucker.
I was like, hey, let's play Tarkov now. And he's like, ghost.
Oh, yeah. What a fucker.
Yeah.
That's okay. We forgive him.
Yeah. So I had to play Tarkov alone.
Oh, sad. Did you watch anything?
No. I watched Wubby play Minecraft. And that's it.
Oh, wowie.
And of course, dangerously funny.
Last night I started to watch a show.
Yes.
Not anywhere that you pay for it.
Oh?
Might have been underground.
Oh?
What do you call? Not above board.
Not above board?
It's on Apple Plus or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You know? I'm not going to be. No. Anyways, it's called Severance. Have you heard of Severance?
Yes.
Have you watched Severance?
No.
Okay. So
I've seen some clips and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, or no, just previews. That's
Okay.
what I've seen. Yeah.
So it stars like Adam Scott, I think his name is. And it's like directed and produced by Ben Stiller.
Oh.
And it gives me a little bit of Control vibes.
Yes.
Because it's like...
Yes, I see that.
There's, they're working for a company, but what are they doing? Like, I don't know if you've seen the clips.
Yes.
Her job, like their job is they're working in data refinement or something like that. And they describe the job as like, well, you have to sort these numbers out, but you have to sort them into 5 bins and you have to put the ones that are the scariest into the bin 1. And it's like, what do you mean scariest? And they're like, you'll know when they're scary.
Oh, God, 3.
And that's what she says. The joke is like, oh my God, a 4. And the guy's like, don't fuck around.
You'll know.
Yeah. So then she does find them when she's like, oh my God, these are scary. And they're like, yep, those are them. So like cordon them off and put them away. And she puts them away. And it's just like, what is going on with it, right? And the premise of the show is that they work in this department.
Yeah.
But they've undergone the severance, which means that they've basically been split into 2 people at work and not at work. An innie and an outie, basically. So when you go to work, all you are like, you go to work for 8 hours, and then when you get on the elevator to leave, the other person takes over your other half. So the person at work only ever is at work.
Yeah.
And then you're out and you don't know what happens at work because you're not there. Right. And it's like, how does, like, they'll be like, how do I know that I want to work here? And they'll be like, well, if you show up again tomorrow, that means your outside person wanted you to come back here. And they'll be like, well, what if I want to quit? And they'll be like, well, you can send a video to your other person pleading your case. And then if they agree, then, you won't work here anymore. But they're like, if you don't work here anymore, you don't exist because you're only here when you're working. Right.
Yeah.
So it's a little interesting. It shows like Adam Scott's the main person. So it shows him as his inside and outside.
Yeah.
But then he'll like come across his coworkers outside, but he doesn't know who they are. And they're like different on the outside or whatever. But it's like the casting it's got Adam Scott, who Patricia Arquette.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Ooh, Walken.
John Turturro.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like, wow, this is like a star-studded cast going on here, right? I only watched 2 episodes, but it's been interesting so far. I like it, but I'm also wary because I'm like, do they know what they're doing? Like when they write it, are they like...
Oh, yeah.
Like,
are they just throwing it?
Is this going to be like Lost, where they don't actually know what they're doing? And then at the end, they'll be like, we got to figure out what this all meant. So I'm a little worried that it's going to be like that,
Hopefully not. That would suck.
So, and then the other thing too is I was thinking like, what if I was in the Severance? Like, let's say at my current job, I did the Severance thing. And there's like me podcasting, whatever. But then there's my guy at work.
Yeah.
For me here, I'd be like, that's great. At work, it's just like I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Like nothing, 8 hours. I just wake up and it's like, oh, work.
It's done.
Done, like. But then I was like, my work version, if that's all you have, you work for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And then you're just immediately like what feels like to you a second later, you're back at work for another 8 hours. I was like, I would blow my fucking head off. Like there's no fucking way I would ever do that. So they do show in the episode, the one girl, her trying to leave. She's like, I don't want to work here. And she shows her leaving. But then in the second episode, it shows what happens because... Do you mind spoilers?
No, I actually watched the clip of that.
Oh, when she's trying to leave?
Yeah, she's trying to leave and then she's just instantly back.
So they show what that was all about.
Yeah.
Is that when she leaves through the doorway, the other person takes over.
Yeah.
And she's outside like, what happened? And then the like guy that hired her is like, well, your girl tried to leave. Your innie tried to leave, but it's up to you if you want to go back.
Yeah.
Like she tried to leave, but you're here. So if you want to keep working, you can just go back in. So then she would be like, okay, I'll try again. And she goes back in. And then as she steps through the door, the innie takes over.
Yeah.
So it just seems like she just went through the door and came back through the door.
Yeah.
But she actually was like not there for whatever, a minute or she's. And it shows from the other side of her, like just charging through the door and falling and being like, what happened? She's like, oh, your innie is really, really tenacious. She's like, well, I'll try again. And then she goes back in and then the innie finally gives up because 3 times in a row, it's like she tried to walk through the door, but she walked back into the same hallway.
Yeah.
So it's definitely mysterious and like what's happening. But yeah, I'm very worried it's going to be like, they'll get to the end of the show and be like, okay, what do we do now?
Yeah, I actually watched that little bit in like the trailer of just stuff happening. Like, what is going on? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, it has.
And then she sat down and like watched a video of herself.
Yes, saying like,
hey, this is what's happening.
Yeah, I submitted to this. I chose to do it.
Yeah.
But you
get in there.
Yeah. You can tell like the Audi has a different hairdo and different eye color.
Yeah.
And then they just look different. Like Adam Scott. On the outside, well, he's basically a drunk. And then on the inside, he's just like a worker
Sobers
guy.
Up instantly.
So the reason Adam Scott's character did it is just like, it seems like his wife died or something like that. So he did it basically so for 8 hours, he doesn't remember his wife.
Yeah.
And then the other, when he's outside, he's just wasted all the time. So he can try to forget her anyways. Yeah. So I don't know. There's been a few times where I've heard shows like Lost, or I think maybe Supernatural or something like that. One of those shows, they built up this mystery until the final season. And all the, these shows have writers' rooms where there's like 10 writers working. And the head writers are in charge. And all the underwriters were like, waiting. We're going to write this big reveal about what, whoever was doing this thing. And they're like, I wonder who, because it was a secret. Like the head writers didn't tell. So the head writers come in and it's basically, I don't know what the secret was. Like, okay, who's so-and-so's dad? That's the big reveal. So the head writers are like, all the underwriters are like, oh, we're going to find out who it is finally. Like, and apparently when the main writers came in, they're like, okay, what are some good choices for this reveal? Like, who could it be? And the writers were just like, oh my fucking God, they have no idea. So I kind of am a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and other than that, just American Dad.
Of course.
Gotta watch American Dad.
I'm getting fed a lot of American Dad shorts
lately. Oh yeah? Are you enjoying them?
No.
Why not?
Sometimes. Not often.
What?
I don't know. I've just been getting fed, maybe because I clicked
Give me an example.
one Simpsons clip.
You sure it's not Family Guy?
I got fed one Simpsons clip and then just started showing me Family Guy, American Dad.
Give me an example of American Dad one. I'll tell you if it's funny or not.
I tend to scroll past them.
You gotta watch them, dude. There's some really good ones.
I guess I'll give it a watch.
That show's so funny, man. Maybe not season 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're funny, but it doesn't really hit its stride till a little later, and then they're just like primo. The first episode of American Dad is like they're like, well, it's just Family Guy, but with this other, because they did cutaways and everything like that. And then they drop that immediately because it's like, no, that's what Family Guy does. We don't need the cutaways in the show. And sometimes they'll do a cutaway in later seasons or episodes, and I'll be like, whoa, they just like must have had like a leftover joke from Family Guy, because that's so weird that this is in American Dad.
Yeah.
So, I guess I watched a lot of DSP videos as well and listened to him.
Classic.
Yeah. Classic. He can I tell you some DSP?
Yeah, sure. We're in it.
So he had a huge whale named Iron Chef Sakai.
Yes.
Who donated and gifted so much shit on Kick, it was ridiculous. He was one of his mods, and then all of a sudden he was pushing back on DSP because he was doing his whole begging shtick. And Iron Chef Sakai said in the chat, like, I could give this guy $1,000 right now, and tomorrow he would come back asking for more, which is true.
Yeah, 100%.
And so DSP got so fucking pissed off about it, and they were arguing in the chat, and DSP was like, I'm not mod you, you're not even doing modding. Like, apparently people were chatting with like names in Kick chat that were like derogatory to him and his ex-girlfriend, whatever, all this shit. So he unmodded him, but then Iron Chef Sakai came back with his tail between his legs and like started gifting more, and like he didn't get remodded, but he started, he got unbanned basically. Just total like cuckmanship basically.
Yeah, no kidding.
So apparently DSP actually raided someone on Kick after his stream, and he raided this girl, I don't remember her name. I don't know why he raided her. Maybe someone said, hey, raid her or whatever. Yeah. So they raided her, and then Iron Chef Sakai wailed the fuck out on this chick and gifted like 600 subs to her. Oh, wow. Which is like $3,000. Yeah. Like, this guy he's obviously has brain damage, but also like he is just like loaded. Yeah. Or maybe he's not loaded and he just is just an idiot.
Could be.
But then they started talking shit about DSP in her chat, and they started saying DSP memes and stuff like that. And she didn't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah. Because they'd say stuff like, oh, you're such a wholesome streamer and you don't beg at all like DSP. And she'd be like, what? Like, what is going on, right? So then the DSP heard about it. Yeah. And he, like, the next stream, he was like, oh, Iron Chef Sakai, like, why don't you tell me what you were doing? And he's just like, what?
Why would I do that?
And he did this whole thing about, like, when you're in my community, like, you have to realize that what you do affects everybody, not just yourself. And he's like, I don't care that you're donating to another streamer. Like, it doesn't bother me. What a lie. But like, when you share detractor memes and stuff, it's bad because then they harassed me and her and whatever, blah, 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 blah. So whatever, no big deal. But then what happened after that was DSP had a goal to do a stream to build Legos of these flowers that he said he bought for his wife and she didn't build. And he's like, oh, dude, build Legos with DSP. Like, oh, what a great fun time. So the people that were in the other girl's chat convinced her to go buy the same Lego set, stream it at the exact same time as DSP and build it on stream. And then they were like getting her to do other things. Like the DSP had a whole thing where if he reached certain goals, he would put on articles of clothing.
Yeah.
So $50 he puts on a vest, or no, gunner glasses, and then he puts on a hat, and then he puts on his vest. So she'd been donated like $2,000. So she put on a vest and she put on a hat, and then she was like dancing, and then she's like, they were like donating for her to twerk on stream, but she wasn't really twerking. It was kind of just like, you know, she was dancing around a little bit. DSP got so fucking salty about this, and he did this whole stream where he banned Iron Chef Sakai, and then he's like calling this. He's like, "You're a fucking slut! Like you're twerking for sub. Like that's almost like sex work and everything like that." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, this guy's just fucking demented, man."
Oh yeah.
I don't understand how anyone can do anything.
No,
it's just wild. So crazy. So I don't know. Maybe he'll get banned from Kick because he's like insulting other streamers or whatever, which is on Twitch is like a bannable thing. He did get suspended one time for like making fun of a guy who talked shit to him in his Twitch stream, and his profile picture on Twitch was like a picture of him, and he was like calling him a fat loser and like what a dork and all this stuff, and he got suspended for that. So we can only hope he gets suspended on Kick.
Yeah.
He just this Iron Chef Sakai guy is just like, he's trying to, I don't know, he tried to spin it like it was all a long con or something like that. But it's like, dude, you gave DSP like 10 grand. Like, yeah, you really pulled one over.
Oh, yeah.
You
got him good.
Dunce. So, anyways, every day something with him, and I'm just like, this guy can't be real. Like, it's just crazy.
He's real.
He has zero self-awareness. Like, there's one video, I couldn't believe what he was saying. Everything he said was related to him, but he was saying it about someone else. I'm just like, can he not like have one moment of self-reflection here and figure out? Oh my god, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I wish I'd never been recommended a DSP video.
Now you're just into it.
I listen to them at work, the little detractor videos, because every day they'll just like go through his 4 hours of streams and cut out like the most unhinged, stupid shit he says and his terrible takes and whatnot.
Yep.
And just condense it down, and I can just listen to it over 15 minutes and have my full DSP.
15 minutes of the worst of the worst.
Oh my god, it's every day. Every day there's just, what the hell? How did he come to exist in this state, you know? So, anyways, classic DSP moment.
Classic
there.
DSP.
Exactly. Curb Heart's DSP. No. The Upside Down Heart, maybe?
Oh, yes. Upside Down
Watch.
Crying Heart.
Hate Watch. I don't know. Does anyone else have anyone they hate watch?
No.
No?
If I hate watching someone, I just don't do it.
I mean, yeah, that's generally the way I am too, but he's just so like weird.
It's like a car crash.
Yeah, basically. It's just like, what? How does this person exist? Like, just Curb, says the tank. Wow, he hate watches.
Just Curb. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What a cool thing to say. So, anyways, the Severance.
Yes.
I would recommend it. It's interesting. It's 2 seasons.
It looks interesting.
2 seasons. We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of what I watched this week.
Yeah, I didn't watch anything.
Yeah. It's almost time for Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a couple months is Aliens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch some Daredevil for sure.
And Aliens. Yeah, sure. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
You know what I want to buy? I've been eyeing it up on Amazon. Waiting for it to go on sale. The Chainsaw Man manga.
Oh.
Yeah. The like 11 issue box set is $93 on sale right now, but I'm waiting for it to go down below that. Because it seems to be Pretty good. Oh, this is something you can possibly...
I might be able to get this.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, it's on Amazon for like $90-something on sale right now. But it's...
Box set 4?
No, it would be box set 1. Like issues 1 through 11 or something like that.
Chainsaw Man booster? Chainsaw Man trading cards?
Wow, pretty crazy. Yeah, it's all the mangas.
Oh, this is box set number. It's got 4 in the case.
Oh, I see. Out of stock.
Out of stock.
Oh, even if it, like the record low on Amazon, it was like $77.
Someone's making not that much money on that.
Yeah. So I like that show.
It was a good show.
So I was like, I'd be interested to read the manga.
So this came out in 2024, so we'd be looking for a reprint. So I don't know if it's going to go down in price.
Yeah. No, it has.
It has?
Yeah, I checked Camel.
Camel?
You're not familiar with it?
No, I'm not familiar with
Well, go to Amazon.ca, type in Chainsaw Man. We'll do a live Camel.
Chainsaw Man, yeah, there
right
it is.
There. So click on that.
$94 it is.
Yeah, and then highlight the link. Copy that. And go to Camel. And then click on that. And then paste it in there.
Pasting.
And then search. And there's the history of the pricing.
Interesting.
So you can see that not too long ago it was $77.
Wow, that's cheap.
I know. So I think I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, it is not.
So any Amazon item you can check on Camel.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just waiting. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it.
Pull the trigger?
I'll have 2 mangas then.
Ooh.
I have 2 mangas.
I can currently get 11 and 17.
Do you know what my other manga is that I have?
No.
I have the complete series of the second no, I shouldn't say second translation. What do they call it when they translate it but like then rewrite it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. It's translated, but it's written by a different... Like, it wasn't translated by the guy, but he rewrote it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have, like, the Keith Giffen version of Battle Royale.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty good.
We're thinking we might carry manga and anime figurines and stuff like that, because there's no anime shop here.
Yeah, but you can buy that at High Octane.
Kind of.
That's where I bought Battle Royale.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bring up the chat. I can't see what they're saying.
Oh, yeah.
The only hate watch I do is Curbs when I tell him I hate that I can't watch because he's tired. Yeah. Exactly.
You can't even hate watch, though.
No.
She's not even live.
Love watch.
You can hate watch his Instagram story, Snapchat story.
Yeah. So anyways, Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Hopefully there's a season 2.
Yes. That'd be nice. I mean, they are...
They're still doing
How many episodes were in the...
Oh, like 8 or something like that. Season? There wasn't very many.
So it's probably 8 manga.
Well, this box set is 11.
Yeah, the box set is 11, but now we're on 18.
Yeah. So they're still doing the Chainsaw Man, but that doesn't mean they're going to do more anime.
Should I pre-order number 18 for you?
Well, no, I'm only going to have 1 through 11, so I won't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, so anyways, I'm keeping my eye on it. I was thinking of spending some money.
Very good.
I don't spend any money, really.
No.
We didn't get to make my computer this Sunday.
No, I was thinking... I was going to see if you want to do it today.
Oh, yeah.
And then it suddenly became 5 o'clock, and I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's just pod then.
Yeah.
We'll shoot for next Sunday. The ice is off the lake. Yeah. The ice is now unsafe to fish.
Yeah.
So
we'll get the boat out. She can start casting.
That's true. She can start casting. But we'll set it up.
I don't think casting would go too well.
No.
Not this time anyways.
No.
There's nothing hatching, so they'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get it going, because, it's a little like, what the fuck is going on with my damn dirty computer?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about Amaranth?
Should we talk about Amaranth?
Sure. With her faked
Do we know it's
robbery?
faked?
I mean, did you watch the video?
I didn't watch the video, no. I'm gonna go
It
ahead.
looks pretty fake to me.
Fire it up.
The other thing is that people checked and there's like no, what they have found, they found no like police report, because all the police reports, look at, this is supposedly her running for her life right now. There's no audio, so we can't hear it, but apparently she shoots. There's 3 gunshots or something like that. And then they come running out, and she said she shot one of them or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know where they're running to.
That just looks like the Keystone Cops, dude.
I know.
They're just like lollygagging
But like,
around.
did you see like when they ran up to the house?
Oh yeah, they were just like having a.
But they also like, she ran inside and then the guy waited and held the door for the other 2 guys. So I don't know. It just seems pretty phony to me. Like,
yeah, she goes, looks back.
This guy stops.
Waits.
All right, come on, guys.
Let's
go. Let's go, guys.
Opens the door without a key. Just opens it leisurely. Like weird. She's running from down the street. Doesn't have her door locked.
Maybe she has an automatic key or something like that. I don't know. This just reminds me of, do you remember Juicy Smollett?
No.
He was an actor that staged a fake MAGA beating on himself by hiring 2 guys to pretend to beat him up.
Yeah.
And then the cops like investigated it all because he filed a police report, and he faked it. He hired like 2 black guys to come beat him up and pretend they were like MAGA guys, you know? So it was pretty messed up anyways. But I mean, it's very convenient that this comes out right after she did the whole, like, she was talking about how trans people should be killed or something like that. Or they should have been burnt in a fire or something like that. Where she had a bunch of controversy about her comments, and then this comes out not too long afterwards. So it's pretty messed up. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
The last I read, though, is that there have been no police report filed.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's not a good sign.
That was just to promote her OnlyFans.
Well, that's the thing, is she's been a notorious liar. So, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so she runs inside and she was saying, it's in here. Then when the guys run out, one of them repeats, I got shot like 3 times. I heard 2 shots. But that's like when she first said she was leaving her husband and like how he made her do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And she made her wear bikinis on stream. And then for like 3 days, she wore hoodies and jogging pants.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it was back to the bikinis.
Yeah, the money wasn't rolling in fast enough.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Just all convenient. All to promote the horse sanctuaries. She didn't even open a horse sanctuary, I don't think. Or did she?
I don't think so.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I
believe Pizza says she did not.
Yeah, she wanted to and said she was going to, but then didn't. It's a bit of a messy situation.
Just a bit.
We'll see how it goes. Either she will do a police report. Then I'm like, okay, maybe it was real, but no police report.
Yeah.
Not too real.
Definitely not too
Maybe
real.
It's real. Maybe
Especially
I shouldn't.
with the Keystone Cops that are running away.
Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, like
With
they had
the
guns.
Three
Why didn't they
Stooges.
blow her away?
I don't know.
Anyways.
They're just stooging their way out of there.
For a guy that was shot, he sure was running.
He sure ran pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was
It's all
shot.
the adrenaline. His leg might have been blacked out, but he was still good.
Maybe.
Propofol?
He'd shot up in the...
Yeah. Just reached into his injector's case. It was like Propofol.
Oh, were we talking Tarkov?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Put a little Vaseline on
it? A bee buzzed his ear. Yeah, exactly. Like happened to Trump, that bee that buzzed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. You never hear anything about that, really.
No, weird.
I mean, I guess the guy was deaded.
Yeah, I guess the guy's deaded.
Maybe. I don't know,
Then
but it's just like, well, that's so crazy. Never hear anything about it. Yeah. I guess he died.
I guess so.
He pulled the old
slippery
kibosh
deal.
on himself, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's that. Guy
Yeah,
did,
but like
that.
he's not. You'd think that's something Trump would be talking about all the time. Like, remember when they tried to take me out?
Yeah, right. You'd think he'd be talking about it all the time.
It just seems so weird to me.
Yes.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I got nothing else.
Yeah, I got nothing either. I have become very tired.
That's
okay.
It is
8:00.
I'll allow it.
So thanks for coming out and hanging out with us while we record this here podcast. Oh, you drank it all.
It's all gone.
I drank all mine too.
So sad.
I think you had 100 more mil than I did, but we both drank it all. If you like what you heard, know that you did. Make sure you leave us a like, a thumbs up. Tweet at us on the old X and let us know if you like Elon Musk or not.
The Muskrat.
And you can also go to patreon.com/StreamVoid to support this podcast with your hard-earned dollar reviews. And we do thank all of our Patreons out there. You guys are amazing. We are apologetic that we do not have any Patreon-based content coming out at this point.
I know. How sad.
But that's how it goes in fish and hamburgers.
Fish and hamburgers.
And with that being said, we will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye. My apologies.
I was waiting for it.
Distracted.
I was waiting for it.